So I'm sitting here and I'm reading this article and I'm like, ooh, it's getting juicier. The closer we get to the election, the juicier it gets. It says Trump lawyer Kenneth Chesebro barred from practicing law in New York. I'm like, say what? Y'all, so I went to read it and it says Kenneth Chesebro, oh, I'm saying his name right, it don't really matter. An attorney for Donald Trump has been suspended from practicing law in New York and could be disbarred just days after pleading guilty in what prosecutors claim was an effort to overturn Georgia's 2020 election results. He was charged in 2023 along Donald Trump and 17 others with violating Georgia's anti-racketeering law relating to alleged effort by the defendants to knowingly and willfully join a conspiracy to change the outcome of the 2020 election in the state. You an attorney, you're supposed to uphold the law, not break the law, but I guess when you're associated with Trump, breaking the law is what you do, right? So it goes further to say, having concluded that respondent has been convicted of a serious crime, was accordingly suspend the respondent from the practice of law in New York on an interim basis. It refers to a court determination of whether a judgment of conviction has become final. He pleaded guilty to a single felony charge in October 2023. Conspiracy to commit filing false documents. Sounds very Trumpish to me. Anything false, Trump did it. He was sentenced to 5 years probation and 100 hours of community service in order to pay $5,000 in restitution. Write an apology letter to Georgia's residents and testify truthfully at any related future trial. Now that is very, very notable because Jucipher still has to go to trial for this, right? Fellow attorney Sidney Powell separately pleaded guilty to 6 counts of conspiracy and will serve 6 years of probation, pay a fine of $6,000, and write an apology letter to Georgia and its residents. And last week, Rudy Giuliani, that just lost all his stuff dealing with Trump, the former New York City mayor, who was also a defendant in the Georgia election interference case, was ordered by a judge in a separate defamation case to turn over his Manhattan apartment, a Mercedes, and a variety of other personal possessions to 2 Georgia election workers who won a $148 million judgment against him. And Giuliani was disbarred in July of 2024. So this just goes to show you everything that Trump touches turns to shit on a shingle, okay? It's just dangling around, just spinning its funk and acting like it don't stink. But baby, all of these attorneys have lost their license because they decided to break the law for Trump because they felt he was above law, above order. And that's why he ain't get his job back. Love you, bye.